I got started about 15 till 6 this morning out of the Lookout Hostel. Never got below mid-70s in the tent, so it was sleeping in clothes all night. No need for a sleeping bag. Earplugs worked great, keep the road noise out. Slept really hard and really long, and needed that. And since I had a large pizza and some Chinese, caught up on food. All right, cool. Yeah, get to walk along that. Bet there's a view up there. So we are walking along the famous Knife's Edge. So all along this, this is fun. This is what I've been looking forward to. Hey, Knife's Edge was fun. Yeah, I was telling Christy, people complain about the rocks in Pennsylvania, but there's as much trail like this in Pennsylvania as there are rocky places. So, you know, you get a break, you get some variety. I am glad we got a lot of trees today because it's helping us survive the sun in its intensity. And now we're back to rocks for a while. Crossing Ashfield Road, and somebody left a water cache back there. Very nice. There's still a couple gallons left. So we've been walking along this exposed ridge for quite a while. Get a complete view of the Lehigh Valley. Of course, it has to be one of the hottest days on trail to be out here in the sun instead of in the trees, but it's just a test. Pretty though, isn't it? Once we hit this open flat up here without any breeze, it felt like the temperature went up 10 degrees. I mean, it's just radiating off these plants. It's crazy. Well, there's supposed to be a shelter up here in a bit, and the last chance for on-trail water, so for like 15 miles. So looking forward to getting there and finding some shade. And we're taking the woods for granted. We won't anymore, huh? Stopped back there at the shelter, guzzled some water, cooked up some lunch, talked to some other hikers, and now made the descent down into Lehigh Gap. We've got the climb, and again, no water for at least 11 miles. Hiking poles put away, boulder scramble underway. Okay, really climbed up here. This last little bit right here, that was the spookiest. And it looks like still got a ways to go to the top. Yeah, so the climbing continued, and I thought it would be best to drop the pack and see if I can drop some heat as well. Don't want to be a victim of heat exhaustion or anything like that with the temperature in the 90s today and that climb. Oh my. Yeah, that's the hardest thing on the AT so far for sure. I don't really like precarious rock situations. I don't mind climbing them, but that one, it was like a 4-inch toe hold, and you were hanging onto the rocks above, and if you slipped, it wouldn't have been good. So it's interesting how the Appalachian Trail throws these things in here that make it, super difficult. But I guess that's why people hike it. And we got more of it coming later, so might as well get used to it, huh? Yay! I think we've reached the top. There are plants. Yes, more ferns, but I am so glad to see them. They are my friends. Well, it's 5:15, and there's a campsite in just under 2 miles. So 6:15, we should be there. I'm ready. In these last few rocky sections, it looks like they've almost paved it. They've laid flat stones in where you can walk on them. So nice. All right, I came up here off trail, and there's a lot of spaces there. Most of them have a rock or root in an inopportune spot. This one does not. This looks like a place to rest for the night. It's 6:30 and the Serenity Shuttle has landed at trail mile 1265.8 for a 19-mile day, which included Knife's Edge and the incredible climb out of Lehigh Gap. Yeah, so Knife's Edge was fun. That climb out of Lehigh Gap was a little sketchy, and I did not enjoy it as much. It's also really hot and muggy. There's a tiny bit of a breeze blowing up here because we're kind of on top of things, and I'm hoping that it'll pick up as the evening goes on. We have cloud cover, so it's going to hold the heat. But we are in the forest, and we're on this wonderful hike, and thank you for hiking with me, and remember, we're doing the impossible that makes us mighty.